Hello and welcome to yet another lecture on monetary economics. In the previous class, we have seen how monetary forces operate through market, non-market and institutions, and why institutions deserve our attention is because they are unique to every economy and they are built up or they are based on the history, tradition and the genius of its people, the people of that particular country. Then we move to something called as financial systems, and to understand financial systems we had to look at something called as payment system. And when we built our idea of payment system, we moved on and looked at how financial systems have evolved with the underlying notion of payment systems. We have seen that payment system was only talking about cash or money, whereas the financial system was talking about both cash as well as credit. So therefore we need to look at what is credit and what is the definition of money per se. So let us get into that and look at what money is and what credit is and what are the distinguishing points between the two. So today I have the definition of money for you. Money is anything that is generally acceptable as a means of payment in the settlement of all transactions including debt. Yeah, so if at all you have borrowed any money from anyone, so you can use same unit, that is money, to repay the debt as well. Yeah, the debt which you have raised. Yeah, money is also known for its general acceptability. Here I have used the term generally acceptable. So it is also known for its general acceptability as a means of payment or medium of exchange. Here I use only the means of payment, but it is also a medium of exchange per se. Yeah, then let us get into the greater details of why or what is the distinguishing character of money, or why money deserves a lot of attention. This is because the general acceptability as a common means of payment is the sine qua non or the differentia of money. That is what makes money different from credit. Its general acceptability as means of payment or medium of exchange. So I hope the idea of money is pretty much clear. We will get into the greater details of money per se, like the functions of money and things like that, but in the next classes. Yeah, so please stay tuned for that. Let us look at what credit means. Now I hope money is pretty much clear. Let us look at what credit means. So credit has two senses. One is the narrow sense and the other is broad sense. So just to take an idea of what credit is, we can use either the broad sense or the narrow sense. Yeah, so let us first look into what the broad sense is talking about. Credit is finance. So broadly speaking, credit is a finance made available by one party to another. For example, one party here particularly means lender, for example. Yeah, lender is giving it to borrower. So one party to another. So credit is a finance that is made available by one party, which is lender, yeah, to another, which is a borrower. So this is broadly speaking. Narrowly speaking, the term credit is used narrowly for debt financing. Yeah, it is used for debt financing. So I hope the narrow sense and the broad sense is pretty much clear with respect to credit. Yeah, now the distinction between credit and debt is also very much important, because in this course we will be using the terms credit and debt very often. So therefore we have to make sure that we look into the distinctions between the two. So credit is the claim to receive these payments, which were raised through debt, and debt is the obligation to make future payments. So this is, debt is an obligation to make payment and credit is the claim to receive that. For example, party A gives credit to party B, therefore this money which B has to return to A is called as debit, and the money which A is going to get, the claim, is the credit. For example, this is the money which has gone to them, which is credit. This is the claim which I am asking B to pay, and this is how B is going to pay me that, which is the obligation. This is the debt, this is the credit which is received. So I hope the idea of debt and credit is pretty much clear. Yeah, let us now look at credit from a different perspective. Credit is the amount loaned. Always whenever you are talking about credit, the amount loaned or given to someone is equal to the amount borrowed by someone. Yeah, for example, A is giving credit to B. That means if at all A is giving 100 bucks to B, B is always going to receive 100 bucks, not more than that, not less than that. Similarly, vice versa, yeah, vice versa, the interest paid is equal to the interest received. B is going to pay interest to A, and this interest is, for example, say rupees 10 for per 100 rupees, yeah. So this fellow will always receive the interest which is paid by B to A. So I hope the concept of credit and money is pretty much clear in this lecture. I'll be making more videos, so please stay tuned. Thank you.